The political war over the inauguration of the new parliament building this Sunday has escalated, particularly over the legacy of an independence-era sceptre called the Sengol and whether it symbolized the transfer of power when it was handed over to India's first Prime Minister, Pandit Nehru. That same sceptre will be used in the new parliament opening ceremony, but the Congress says no, it does not symbolize the transfer of power. The BJP says the Congress hates India's traditions.
An escalating political war, less than 48 hours before the inauguration of India's new parliament by Prime Minister Modi. Hours after the Congress said the BJP's claims over this sacred sceptre to be installed in the new parliament building by the Prime Minister, being used as a symbol of power transfer by the British to India, were bogus, Home Minister Amit Shah hit back, saying the Congress hates Indian culture. The Tamil Nadu-based mutt that gifted the sceptre to Jawaharlal Nehru on August 15, 1947, issued this official statement, saying, and I quote, "It has been well documented by multiple sources, including our own records, that we were invited to conduct a ritual to symbolize transfer of power," unquote. This as 20 opposition parties continued to insist they would boycott Sunday's parliament inauguration because the president was not inaugurating it. In a sharp counter-attack, BJP President JP Nadda said parties boycotting the inauguration are dynasty-run and at loggerheads with democracy and the constitution.
मुझे तो लगता है कि जो उद्घाटन जो हो रहा है होगा, ये लोकतंत्र का एक उत्सव है और हमें उस स्पिरिट में लेना चाहिए। ये विवाद का विषय नहीं बनना चाहिए। ये दुर्भाग्य है अगर ये बनता है, और ये मुझे आप जानते हैं कि कुछ लोगों की ये कोशिश है, पर मुझे लगता है कि राजनीति की भी कुछ सीमा होनी चाहिए और कम से कम ऐसे मौके पे हम पूरे देश को सब मिलजुल कर इसको मनाना चाहिए।
The Congress that is part of the opposition boycott released this document, "No Saal, No Sawal," or 9 years, 9 questions today, accusing the Modi government of misgovernance.
हमारी देश पीड़ित है महंगाई से, बढ़ती हुई बेरोजगारी से, नोटबंदी से, पहला नोटबंदी, दूसरा नोटबंदी, गलत तरीके से जीएसटी लागू होने के बाद जो एमएसएमई खत्म किए गए हैं, और इसका पूरा नतीजा आर्थिक विषमताओं पर हमें देखने को मिल रहा है। आर्थिक विषमताएं बढ़ती जा रही हैं। ऐसा क्यों है प्रधानमंत्री जी कि देश में महंगाई और बेरोजगारी आसमान छू रही हैं? 9 साल।
Bureau Report, NDTV.
Meanwhile, 30 pontiffs from Tamil Nadu are in Delhi's Malai Mandir and they have been rehearsing rituals ahead of the new parliament building inauguration. My colleague Vasudha Venugopal has the report.
So heads of 30 Adinams of Tamil Nadu are here and they've gone inside this temple now, which is basically the Uttar Swami Malai temple in Delhi. 20 others are coming tomorrow, actually 21 others. The ones that have come today include Adinams from Mayavaram, Shirgai, Trichy and Chidambaram and also Madurai. The rest are expected to come tomorrow, after which preparations for the Sunday inauguration of the parliament will take place. These pontiffs will also do a rehearsal of sorts of reciting the Tirupavai and the Tiruvambavai, which are Tamil hymns in praise of the Lord shortly. This is one sort of a rehearsal that will happen and in preparation for the inauguration of the parliament that's going to happen on Sunday.
Well, along with the inauguration of India's new parliament, the centre will also launch a new 75 rupee coin to commemorate 75 years of India's independence.
The central government will mint a special 75 rupee coin to commemorate the inauguration of the new parliament building. The verse side of the coin will showcase the lion head of Ashoka pillar at the centre with the inscription Satyameva Jayate below. The reverse side of the coin will display an image of the Parliament complex. The latest addition to India's commemorative coins will weigh 35 grams and will be crafted from quaternary alloy, comprising of 50% silver, 40% copper, 5% nickel and 5% zinc. As the countdown to the inauguration of India's new Parliament building has begun, It is important to remember that commemorative coins are used to mark special events and are not released for general circulation. Sakshi Bajaj for NDTV.
The Met Department says that the southwest monsoon will be normal this year, 96% of the long period average with a model error of plus minus 4%. That's welcome news for farmers in the midst of what has already been a very hot summer in parts of India.
The southwest monsoon is most likely to be normal this year. The Indian Met Department issued the second long-range forecast for southwest monsoon on Friday, which projected that rainfall between June and September over the country as a whole is likely to be 96% of the long period average with a model error of plus minus 4%. The southwest monsoon is considered most important for Indian agriculture.
As per हमारा जो अपडेट फोरकास्ट है जैसे अप्रैल में दिया वही है 96% प्लस और माइनस 4. सो जो मॉडल एरर अप्रैल में दिया था प्लस और माइनस 5 था, अभी प्लस और माइनस 4. सो पूरा भारत में सामान्य रहने की संभावना है.
However, the Met Department has forecast below normal monsoon in northwestern India. According to the updated long-range forecast outlook for the 2023 monsoon season, the monsoon seasonal rainfall is most likely to be below normal over northwest India and normal over other three broad homogeneous regions, central India, northeast India and south peninsular India. The 2023 June rainfall average over the country as a whole is most likely to be below normal. Though the monsoon core zone consisting of most of the rain-fed agriculture areas in the country is most likely to be normal.
हफ्ते में 2 बार एग्रीकल्चर एडवाइजरी देते हैं, तो आप जब ये डिसीजन लेना है, ये एडवाइजरी जो आपका स्टेट गवर्नमेंट या कृषि जो विभाग देते हैं बेस्ड ऑन हमारा जो फोरकास्ट, उसके हिसाब से डिसीजन लेने का जरूरत है.
तो किसानों को मतलब सतर्क रहना होगा और जो राज्य सरकारें जो एडवाइजरी दें उसके अनुसार ही वो बुआई करें खरीफ फसलों की.
यस यस.
The rainfall activity over Kerala is gradually increasing and the monsoon onset is likely around Kerala on the 4th of June, 3 days behind schedule. With camera person Kanan Patra and Himanshu Shekhar, Usama Shab for NDTV.
Well, after Karnataka, Tamil Nadu is opposing the dairy giant Arvind's milk procurement in the state, competing against the state's popular milk brand. Arvind, the Chief Minister M.K. Stalin calls this an unhealthy competition between Amul and Arvind, the two cooperatives which could hit milk supply to the vast state that it subsidizes. Stalin has asked the Home Minister Amit Shah to direct Amul to desist from procuring milk from areas where Arvind procures. Are the brands of states turning yet another identity with states asserting to protect them?
After Karnataka, dairy cooperative giant Amul is facing stiff resistance in Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has written to the centre expressing fears that it would lead to unhealthy competition between two cooperatives. She has suggested that Amul must not procure milk from areas from where the state cooperative sources its milk.
They are a commercial organization. They can fix higher rates so that people may choose to sell milk to them, and Arvind will not get milk, and the people who are getting milk from Arvind will suffer. We are not against Amul. Amul, sale of Amul, here you can see Amul powder, Amul biscuits, everything is available in every market.
The BJP insists Amul's entry is not an attempt to promote one milk brand. They point out that only 14% of farmers supply milk to Arvind, and Amul cannot be denied its right to procure.
India is one country. So, is there any legal ban or legal problem in this? No.
It's a concern that this could lead to price rise.
You stop corruption, your mismanagement, your maladministration.
Call it a free market or unhealthy competition. State governments are beginning to assert to protect their milk brands which subsidize to the common man. The BJP stand on Amul had backfired in Karnataka, and its position in neighbouring Tamil Nadu would be keenly watched ahead of 2024 Lok Sabha elections. In Chennai with Suresh, Sam Daniel, for NDTV.
A passenger on board an Asiana Airlines flight between Jeju Island and Daegu in South Korea has been arrested after he allegedly opened the emergency door of the Airbus A321 jetliner that he was travelling on. The aircraft with 194 passengers on board landed safely at Daegu. The incident happened when the aircraft was seconds away from landing at an altitude of about 250 meters from the ground. Reports indicate that the passenger also tried to jump off the aircraft but couldn't. Video shows the situation on the flight, and post-landing images show that the emergency slide at the exit was shorn off. The slide deploys automatically if a door is unexpectedly opened. Markets and news from the markets, which have gained over 1%. The Sensex gaining 629 points, ending at 62,502. The Nifty gained 178 points, ending at 18,499. The rupee gained 17 paise, ending at 82.57 against the dollar. Goldman Sachs raised India's 2023 GDP forecast up to 6.3% from 6%, and the market rally for the second day continued following global peers. Well, Kashmir and handicraft are considered two sides of the same coin. Kashmir is not only famous all over the world for its scenic beauty, but also for its handicraft. In the last few decades, the industry and artisans have suffered because of terrorism and the apathy of various state governments. But the industry is now seeing a new high because of fresh efforts. The recently held G20 summit has also given the industry here hope for a change.
If Cinderella wore glass slippers, some lucky brides in Kashmir get to wear silver slippers. A closer look reveals intricate workmanship. With an Iranian influence, locals say this craft is 400 years old, and if it isn't conserved, it will soon be forgotten.
This is a traditional bridal silver shoes, fine hand engraved and cutwork इसमें design है, floral motifs. ये bride कुछ steps के लिए पहनती थी, ceremonial for the carpet. तो ये काफी नया है, vintage पुराना पीस. इसकी वैल्यू आज की डेट में 1,75,000 rupees है.
There is a clear Persian influence in the pashmina work and the hand-woven carpets. Their patterns and motifs tell their own story. Many craftsmen have also made changes to the original style.
ये बहुत तकरीबन जहाँ तक मेरी नॉलेज में आया तकरीबन 1000 years के ज़्यादा का है. तो लेकिन धीरे-धीरे समय के साथ-साथ इसमें changes बहुत सारी आई.
These craftsmen say many in the industry were moving on to other professions because there was no support from the government so far. But now things have changed, they say, with the Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha making efforts to revive the dying art.
ये जो विलेज आर्ट था ये पिछले 200 साल से चलता था, मगर ये ख़त्म हो गया था कश्मीर में, इसलिए मैंने इस आर्ट को रिवाइव किया, कश्मीर में फिर से जिंदा किया इस आर्ट को, इसको आगे ले जाएगी, बहुत इंटरनेशनल लेवल तक ले जाएगी इस आर्ट को. ये क्या है, ग्लेज बोर्ड भी है, शीशा होता है इसके ऊपर.
The recent G Summit has also raised hopes of a revival of tourism which local craftspeople feel will bring in more customers. Neeta Sharma for NDTV.
In a bizarre incident from Chhattisgarh, a government official has been suspended after allegedly getting 21 lakh litres of water drained from a reservoir to recover his expensive phone that had fallen into it.
"21 lakh litres of water, enough to irrigate 1,500 acres of farmland, pumped out, sent literally down the drain. All because a local official dropped his phone into the overflow area of the Kherkata Dam in Chhattisgarh. Rajesh Vishwas, a food officer in Koilibera block of Kanker district, was holidaying near the dam and dropped his smartphone worth 1 lakh rupees in the water. When local divers couldn't find it, he got 230 horsepower diesel pumps to run for 3 days to empty out the water.
वो 10 फीट गहरा पानी था. यहाँ के लोकल लोगों जो यहाँ पे और लड़के नहा रहे थे, उनके द्वारा कोशिश किया गया था मोबाइल निकालने की. क्योंकि 10 फीट था इसलिए उनको थोड़ा सा दिक्कत हो रही थी, तो उनके द्वारा कहा गया कि भैया अगर यहाँ से अगर 2-3 फीट अगर पानी अगर कम होता ना तो हम लोग पक्का निकाल देते. क्योंकि ये पानी यूजेबल नहीं था, मैं एसडीओ साहब को फोन किया, सर से थोड़ा चर्चा किया, एक रिक्वेस्ट किया, सर अगर ये पानी अगर मैं नहर में अगर यहाँ से निकाल के नहर में ही फेंक दूं पानी तो कोई दिक्कत है क्या, क्योंकि पानी यहाँ से बाहर निकलने का कोई जरिया है नहीं। तो सर का कहना है ठीक है, अब 2-3-4 फीट अगर वहाँ से पानी निकाल के नहर में कर देते वो दिक्कत नहीं, अच्छी बात है, किसानों को और ज्यादा वो पानी यूज होगा।
But the farmers were not informed about the excess water in the canal.
सचिव ने फोन किया कि नहीं एसडीएम साहब लोग और बुला रहा है आपको, उसके बाद आया हूँ। एसडीएम साहब तो पहचाना भी नहीं मेरे को, अच्छा सरपंच को, अच्छा अब दस्तखत लेके चले गया। ये हमको यहाँ का पानी गिराया, नुकसान हो ही गया, हम पूरा
कितना
खाली कर दिया।
पानी बर्बाद हुआ है यहाँ?
हाँ कम से कम 10 फीट था। अच्छा। पानी पूरा निकासी हो गया। अच्छा। हमको जानकारी नहीं है।
किसानों का नुकसान होगा इससे?
इसको जरूर है भाई, किसान का नुकसान होना ही होना है।
The food officer has been suspended and the administration says they will also act against the irrigation department.
एसडीएम से उसका प्रतिवेदन हम लोग को मिला है, तो उसके आधार पे हमने फूड इंस्पेक्टर को सस्पेंड किया है और एसडीओ को हमने नोटिस दिया है। और एसडीओ इरिगेशन की सुपरविजन की कमी को भी दर्शाता है कि 2-3 दिन से वहाँ से पानी निकाला जा रहा था, उन्होंने इस बारे में कुछ भी पता नहीं था, तो उनके विरुद्ध कार्रवाई के लिए हम इरिगेशन डिपार्टमेंट को भी लिख रहे हैं।
Former Chief Minister and BJP leader Raman Singh slammed the Bhupesh Baghel-led Congress government, saying officials are treating the region as their own backyard.
The official got suspended and after 3 days soak, the phone is no longer in a working condition. With Neeraj, Zulfikar and Vikas, Anurag Dwari for NDTV.
A Delhi police constable has defied the odds and has cracked the UPSC exams. He'd studied in a village school in Rajasthan till class 10.
It's been an extraordinary journey for Ram Bhajan till yesterday, a police constable with the Delhi Police's cyber cell, now all set to be an officer after cracking the UPSC exams. From a small village in Rajasthan's Dausa, for the boy who studied in the village school till class 10, it's been a story of resilience and hard work. Ram Bhajan joined the police service in 2009, but he never let his aspirations end.
सर मेरे लिए अकल्पनीय चीज़ थी जिसकी मैं कल्पना भी नहीं कर सकता था। स्कूली जीवन से सिर्फ ये पता था कि जैसी परिस्थितियाँ हैं इनको बदलने के लिए कुछ बड़ा करना पड़ेगा, बहुत बड़ा। तो उतना जानकारी नहीं थी जब तक दिल्ली पुलिस में नहीं गया था कि सिविल सर्विसेज वगैरह इतना सोचूं।
Inspired by another police official, Ram Bhajan spent months away from his family preparing for the UPSC exams and cleared it in his 8th attempt. He will give it one more shot this month, his last, in the hope of a better rank. His wife, he says, has been his biggest support, and he in turn empowered her to handle the family while he focused on studies, making her even go back to regular school after marriage.
हर सफल आदमी के पीछे एक औरत का हाथ होता है, तो मेरे मामले में भी सर वो 100% सही है। वाइफ को मैंने मोटिवेट किया इसके लिए कि इनको पहले इस तरीके से वो बनाया जाए कि अगर कुछ जिम्मेदारी इनको दी जाए तो ये सफलतापूर्वक उसको कैरी कर लें। तो उनको आर्थिक रूप से अलग अलग तरीके से उनका सशक्तिकरण करने का प्रयास किया, उनको मोटिवेट किया कि वो अपनी पढ़ाई को जो छोड़ दी थी 8वीं के बाद तो उसको कंटिन्यू करें। तो इनका मन अच्छा था, पढ़ने का मन था, तो इन्होंने उसको कैरी किया और रेगुलर एडमिशन करवाया। हमने थोड़ा सा इसमें स्ट्रगल भी करना पड़ा कि एक बहू, गांव की बहू गांव के ही स्कूल में और वो भी प्रॉपर स्कूल के यूनिफॉर्म में जाए, जहाँ की पर्दा प्रथा और ऐसी चीजें हमारे समाज में चलती है, तो थोड़ा स्ट्रगल करना पड़ा।
For his parents, especially his widowed mother who did manual labor to support him, there is no time for gratitude. You simply do it for your children, she says, teary-eyed.
गोबर भी बीनिया, डांडा भी चराया, छेड़ा बकरा का भी करिया, बठान पे भी लेगा, तो रोडी भी फोड़िया।
कि अपना तो हो ही भला, कोई मेरे पास जरूरतमंद है तो
Ram Bhajan's is a story of hope that it's possible to work for a better future and earn it.
And finally, the actor Vijay Varma is now in Abu Dhabi for the International Indian Film Academy Awards 2023. Here he is in conversation with my colleague Arun Singh. They discuss his recent experience in Cannes in France, pro tips for the French Riviera, and the response that his government projects have got.
हेलो विजय वर्मा इन द हाउस, कैसे सर?
बहुत बढ़िया भाई, अभी पहुंचा हूँ यास आइलैंड।
क्या आप फ्रेंच रिवियरा से आ रहे हैं डायरेक्ट?
जी मैं फ्रेंच रिवियरा से बे ऑफ बंगाल से होते हुए अपने घर गया बम्बई। तो वहाँ पर अपने परिवार से थोड़ी देर टाइम बिताया और फिर यहाँ पर आया हूँ।
कैन का इस बार का एक्सपीरियंस आपका कैसा था?
कैन का इस बार का एक्सपीरियंस बहुत ही मज़ेदार भी रहा और एक 10 साल जो मैंने फिनिश किए हैं इंडस्ट्री में उसका एक प्रॉपर एक जो घंटा घर में घंटा बजता है वो हुआ है 10 साल वाला।
मतलब कुछ अलग लगा क्योंकि ये आपका पहला कैन नहीं था, बहुत सारे लोगों को लगा आप डेब्यू करने जा रहे हैं।
मुझे लग रहा था कि मैं बड़ा हुआ हूँ थोड़ा सा लाइफ में, कुछ किया है, कुछ नाम कमाया है, कुछ काम किया है, तभी मैं इंडियन डेलीगेशन का पार्ट बन के वहाँ पर गया हूँ और सिनेमा देखने का मौका मिला, लोगों के साथ बैठने का मौका मिला।
Tell us something that nobody tells you about Cannes.
It's best to travel through public transport in the middle of the festival because there's massive traffic jam and all these fancy cars will keep you waiting for half an hour, 45 minutes.
और पर्सनल सवाल मेरा ये है, is it Cannes or Cannes?
Different people, different things, all are fine. I think Americans call it Cannes, the English would call it Cannes. I don't know what the French call it.
But अभी आप फिलहाल यहाँ पर आइफा के लिए हैं, डार्लिंग्स का of course डंका यहाँ पर बज रहा है. How does it feel?
डार्लिंग्स और दहाड़ दोनों का डंका यहाँ पर बज रहा है. It feels awesome. I love it that the work that I do has an audience and which has been received so well. Both the projects have been received so well. So I'm on a high.
Congratulations. Thank you so very much for talking to us.
Thank you.
Arun Singh signing off for NDTV.